All right. Here we go. Uh, who's up first with your previews? Anaj, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Let's see. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, can you move it up?
Yeah.
It's kind of down there. Yeah, there you go. All right.
How has my work been affected by COVID? Well, I was working at an elementary school and they laid me off, so I couldn't work.
What happened?
Well, I ended up getting COVID a few months back, and I had to take 2 weeks off, which led me to basically being broke.
She had to take 2 weeks off. What?
How has the pandemic affected my job?
Which made her
Well, I
broke.
work at a restaurant, and once the pandemic hit, we were only able to do outside dining, so we were reduced from about 50 tables to 7, drastically reducing the amount of income that I and other employees receive. A lot of employees were laid off because the restaurant just could not afford to keep paying them.
Okay, Anija.
Yes.
Uh, let me ask you the question.
Hmm.
How could this have been improved?
Well, I think for the B roll, I could have showed them actually working instead of just shots of the grocery store itself. I think I could have probably cut down more on what they were saying so it wouldn't be so long.
Right? Or limit the talking heads with B-roll. Uh,
Yeah.
again, like the template said, uh, again, you got 1 minute, so 20, 40, 60. So you got 20 seconds or less per person because you got to have at least 3 or 4 seconds of your intro slide, which is fine, which works, and your ending slide, which didn't work. And we'll get to that in a minute. Um, so you have roughly 17 seconds, 16, 17 seconds per person. So your talking head, they uh right, repeating the question in at the top of the answer. You got that right. Um, but after they give a sentence or two, preferably a sentence, then the rest really needs to be B-roll over what they're saying, right? Which talks about when the lady talked about the tables from 70 to 50 or whatever it was. We needed to see that. We needed to see her at her job, walking into her job, doing her job. We needed to see from a shot sequence perspective that forest trees bark, that establishing shot, that medium shot, that close-up shot to illustrate uh, the limited capacity. At she worked at a restaurant.
Correct.
Yeah, the limited capacity indoors, outdoors, whatever it could have been. We've got to think through B-roll. B-roll is important, and I put quite a few um, tutorials that talk about B-roll, okay, and explain B-roll. All right, guys. Okay, let's go to your ending. Just just scroll.
Right here.
No, scroll. Okay, stop on your slide. Your your credit slide.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what I put up said what? One line produced by Anijah Gaines. One line. And if you can't get it on one line with this, then you do what? You change your font size. Okay? Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay, so produced by Elijah Gaines, one line. Okay,
Okay.
all right. So that and B-roll. If you can do anything, fine. For Thursday. But yes, I mean, excellent question. How has the pandemic affected your work? That's on everybody that's working. That's on their mind. So you got that much right. Okay. But the B-roll fell flat. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sam.
Right, just give me one moment to put this up. I got a new laptop recently, and I checked into class with my old one, and I realized that it was on my new one. Share screen. So I got a little sick this weekend, but I was able to put this together. I need to add my B-roll still and cut it down a little bit. Oh, sorry, I don't think I shared sound. Share sound.
Okay, Sam.
Yes.
Coming out of the box, right? Are you going to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
Mhm.
One line.
Online. Okay.
Okay, that was, and I'll go back and show you. And it
Yeah.
doesn't need to be underlined.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
one line. Okay.
Okay.
Or if that line is too long, then get it down to 5 words or 6 words or 7 words. Okay.
Okay.
Fit on one line. All right.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, for me, I don't know. I feel like if I was older, I would get it for sure. Like a lot older though, like in my 50s. But for now, it seems a little rushed. I'll wait definitely for like the next one, maybe in like a year or two. I'll definitely get it, and I can see that being a thing that children get when it's like way better. But for now, I don't really need it. I'm young, I'm healthy.
Yes, as soon as I possibly can. I technically work in food service, so I'm a cashier and a runner, so that's a really big part of it. And I also have asthma, so I really want to stay safe from the virus. And my sister is a doctor in Washington, and she actually helped work on the vaccine. So I'm very excited to get it, and I want to try it out. I believe in the medicine and the science, so I'm excited actually. Yeah.
Yes, we will be getting it when we can, actually. Two main reasons. One, we're very close to my parents, and they are 72 and 77. So my dad already has been fully vaccinated. My mom has not, because she's not in that 75 or older category. So those are our main reasons. We're essential workers. We're out here working with the public and my parents. So.
Yeah. So that's what I have. I was actually working onto putting captions because I know, especially with the second person I interviewed, it was really hard to hear her with like 2 masks over her face. I also asked them another question. That's why my video is a little bit longer, but
Whoa. Calm down. Calm down. Number one, what did I say in the tutorial? Right? Get the people to ask the question in the top of their answer.
Mhm.
What was your question?
Are you planning on getting the COVID-19 vaccine?
Yes, I am planning on getting the COVID vaccine. Or no, I'm not
Okay.
planning to get the COVID vaccine. That should have been at the top of everybody's answer,
Okay.
right?
All right.
And I put that there in the tutorial, and we talked about it, right? Always get the people to repeat the question at the top of their answer. That is standard documentary, standard, way that these things are done.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Okay.
I can re-interview people again. I don't mind. Like I felt a lot better after approaching these people I didn't know. Like, I don't mind going out again. I
Well,
don't know why my town has a farmer's market that has like a couple hundred people in a enclosed area, but yeah, I can still find people.
let me see your end slide.
I don't have an end slide yet. I realized I got food poisoning like Thursday, Friday, so I was really not feeling it.
About so
Okay, but also
Mhm,
this this is another teachable moment. Obviously, nobody plans to get food poisoning.
mhm.
Don't wait until the last minute to do the assignment because you never know.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know, I gave
Yeah.
you all the week off. You know,
Mhm.
from class made it asynchronous and said what? Use the class time to go out and do the assignments.
Yeah.
What if you had gotten food poisoning and it had been a deluge of rain last weekend? You would have been able to, right? You would have been
Oh,
panicking out of your mind. Right?
yeah.
Okay, Sam. So please, guys, time management.
Yeah.
Stop kicking the can down the road. Okay. If I give you class time slash asynchronous and I say, you know, use either class time or rearrange your other classes and work schedules. You know, I'm investing, me, the teacher, I'm investing in you so that you can do this assignment, right? And I posted, y'all didn't look at them. I can tell the examples from the students that turned in excellent work. And I posted that stuff right away so you could see what your peers had done, right? I'm giving it to you. You know, you all tell me if Dr. Cheers is not doing everything that he can do, shout out and tell me what I'm not doing, and I'll try to make the adjustments, guys. But it's very important that you uh, follow the tutorials, read them, study them, look at this material on a laptop or a tablet, not your phone, because you can't absorb the material spatially on that small screen, you know, but plan your work and work your plan. I was so geeked thinking that we would have over the moon previews this morning. And like I said, some students have been sending me stuff since last week, a week or week and a half early, getting it done, right? Because as we go on with the month of March is going to be packed between now and spring break. And so, guys, we've got to shake off this uh, fog that we're in and, right, get it together. All right, Sam. So you know, I understand, you know, food poisoning is no joke. I've had it once, you know, and as you're praying over that toilet, Lord, please get me through this one, you know, so that whatever I ate, I'll never go back to that restaurant or that fast food joint again. Again, it is no joke, it is no fun. However, once you are on the road to recovery, let's focus. But the other thing, which is so important, stop kicking the can down the road. Oh, I'll get to that. oh, I know when it's due, and so if it's due on Tuesday, I'll go out Sunday, Monday, and try to do it. Bad strategy. Okay, who's next? Who, fam? Let's go.
I'm actually was going to talk to you about this. I emailed you about a couple weeks ago about my classes were dropped from payment issues. I recently got added in like a couple days ago, so I wasn't
Okay,
able
but
to.
what that got to do with what's due today? If you got added back in, that means that you were able to get on Canvas, right, and see what's due. Am I
Yes,
correct?
yes, but I wasn't able to. Got into a couple days ago. Now I had work and things like that, so I couldn't make the time for it. But like, for like you said, like Thursday, I will for sure have something turned in for you.
Oh, folks, y'all don't want to see the ugly side of Dr. Cheers, do you? Sam, tell me, say, please no, Dr. Cheers. We don't want to see the ugly side of you today, right?
Really don't.
You guys don't want me to use foul language, which I don't, right? Come on, folks. All right. And the beauty of a small class is that we can spend the extra time. We can go over things. We can have more one-on-one on Zoom with a small class as opposed to a class of 13, 15, 18, 20 students where you gotta crunch everybody into 1 or 2 minutes each. you know Come on, guys. All right, let's take advantage of the teaching and learning opportunities. Okay, and step up our game. Is that is that a term that young folks use? Let's step up our game. All right, on Enrique, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's not have this going forward for uh Thursday and
Can you hear?
beyond. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go to my
Yep.
screen. Uh you should have this notice up on Canvas, everybody. Uh let's see. Sam, read, please.
Yeah, dear students, the spring 2021 midterm will be a day, 2 hour immersive,
Will be a what, Sam?
will be a 1 day / 2 hour immersive storytelling bootcamp academy that will be on Saturday, March 27th, 10 a.m. to 12-ish. As March is Women's History Month, I chose the theme Black Women Quilters. Your storytelling video will be due Thursday, April 8th at the beginning of class. Josie Lepe, and Randy Vasquez, both SJSU alums and award-winning photojournalists and photographers, will be our guests.
Videographers.
Sorry. Will be our guest instructors. Length 2 minutes 30 seconds max. Tentative location.
Maranatha.
Natha Christian Center Fellowship Hall 1811 South 7th Street, a few blocks from Spartan Stadium. That is an excellent opportunity to spend.
This is
an excellent opportunity to expand your e-portfolio content. If you choose not to participate in the Saturday Storytelling Academy Lab, you must produce a midterm letter to your younger self video due Thursday, April 8th. Check out CJ Peterson's letter to a younger self. He was a former MCom 63 student. If you want, you may collaborate in groups of 2, share the same video, share credit. The midterm is 25% of your grade. Asynchronous Tuesday, April 6th. 5G immersive journalism. Geek Bend Quilters, or G's Bend Quilters, sorry. Grading rubric. The best way to begin the rubric is to follow Ken Cobre's link. Shot, scene, composition, well-composed shots, scene, good use of natural light, clean audio, chapter 8, Cobre PDF, music used sparingly and low, not overpowering. Visual variety, not visual redundancy. Study the examples to be shown in class. Limit the talking heads. Compelling and engaging storytelling. The success of your video rests on compelling and engaging storytelling. Story structure. The typical story structure follows this pattern. 1, hook, followed by the introduction or setup. Pull the viewer into the story the first few seconds. 2, conflict or complications, rising actions. Hold the viewer's attention and resolution. The TV doc series Swamp People gets its ratings on conflict and resolution. It's more than catching alligators. 3, climax or the crisis point and resolution. Sorry, pop up. It's more than and resolution. Show why the story is important. Layers, strive for, look for identifiable layers to your story. Good use of B-roll cutaways. Don't show, don't tell. We spend a lot of time on this. Shot sequences and B-roll that advances the visual story. Change angles, forest, trees, bark, wide angle shot, medium shot, close-up shot, detailed shot. Simple, straight cut transitions, no dissolves, wipes, etc. No Ken Burns. A beginning title slide, 4 to 7 seconds. Lower thirds for subject, 4 to 7 seconds, like shown in the 1 topic 3 people examples. End credit slide produced by your name, 1 line, or if 2 producers, produced by Jane Smith, Sarah Capshaw.
Lot of information there. Okay. What happened to Enrique?
Oh, he might I wonder if he seemed to be glitching out. I wonder if he got kicked out or is like reloading his computer.
No, he didn't get kicked out. I don't know
Okay.
what he said. What did he say? Anijah, he's in line with his mother and grandmother getting their shots. So maybe the internet is going out.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught it, Shears, but when he was talking, he was kind of glitching on my end. Like, and I couldn't really see him move too much. It was pretty choppy.
Well, he's back. Enrique, are you back?
He might just be listening to the lecture while he drives.
Oops. Enrique, are you back? Trying to give him the opportunity to get back.
Yeah, I keep on lagging out. The signal.
Right. Yeah.
Could you hear me?
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we just thought that that's what it is because you said that you were in line with your mother and grandmother getting their shots. So do the
Okay.
do the best you can.
My connection.
What'd you say?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to follow along in here.
Okay, but if you get, kicked out or whatever, make sure that you read this Canvas post.
Okay.
Okay, once you get back home and you have a better internet.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's proceed here. This assignment, this midterm, this immersive storytelling boot camp academy, I'm doing both for my MCom 63, both sections, 82 and 1. You guys, section 82 is asynchronous. but I'm doing it for you guys. Is you can see it as an alternative um, midterm, but more than that, it is an excellent opportunity to expand your e-portfolio content. In other words, to have some diversity in your in your con in your content. So uh, what I what I need for you all to do is to think about it. Um, it's a wonderful opportunity to work with two extraordinary multimedia journalists, uh, Josie Lepe, who spent a number of years, almost 20 years, at the San Jose Mercury News. She's a SJSU alum. In uh, she got her BFA, uh, and Randy Vasquez, who was one of my students, who's now at the Mercury News. So they'll be there to help us. I was fortunate enough to get three quilters from the Bay Area. Some of you all may not know the culture and the uh, background on quilting. It's a Southern United States uh, art, mostly with among rural Black women. Uh, but it's made its way out here to the West Coast, and very fortunate again to have three women who will uh, volunteer to work with us also on that day, Saturday, uh, March 27th. Uh, that is the right before spring break officially kicks off that Monday. So you'll have all of that week. And that's why I'm giving you um, asynchronous on Tuesday after spring break so you can get it done uh, and be ready to present it on Thursday, April 8th. Any questions so far? Any?
Yeah, when I see immersive storytelling, is this like a 360 type boot camp?
No, it
Like
is not
going to see?
360. It is not
Okay,
360. Nope. Nope.
okay. Usually, because I'm getting trained for the immersive storytelling law, so every time I see immersive storytelling, I think, oh, is that VR? I actually have a VR camera available at my
Immersive
disposal.
storytelling. VR is
Yeah.
a avenue of
Mhm.
immersive storytelling, but
Yeah.
it is not. Um, it is not going to be. Uh,
Yeah. I kind of figured. I just there's just a part of me that also wants to use it maybe for like an assignment down the road, but we'll see.
okay, so what I'm going to do now, I want to show you just a little bit. Anijah will tell you from yesterday's J95 class. We looked at this is a 14-minute op doc from the New York Times on the quilters. That was done a few years ago, but it is excellent. I must have seen this thing almost as many times as I've seen Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3. Uh, it is that well done. So we're going to look at a few minutes of that. And then I'm going to show you C.J. Peterson's uh, letter to the younger self. Uh, CJ, again, a former student, brilliant young student who absorbed everything in class. I mean, CJ, even though he worked for the uh, Spartan Daily and did all kind of other stuff, CJ had 100% attendance. He sat in the front row. I mean, this. this guy just absorbed information like a sponge. So let's look at about 7 minutes of G's been, and then again, since it's here, then you look at the rest of it on your own. Can y'all still see the screen?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why should your business go hybrid? With a hybrid cloud approach with IBM, you'll have the expertise of a team designing best-in-class strategies for your business, the same way a pit crew makes this car hum. So you can focus on, winning.
Have you ever paid trees any attention? Some of them are light green, dark green, greener green, yellowish green. If you ever pay how the leaves are blowing, they have a glimmer in it. And I call it silver because it be wavy. I don't want nobody to break me when I'm gone. And sometime at night, when I'm laying down in the bed, I'm dreaming about something, and I have my pencil, my paper beside the bed, and I just sketch that out on paper. Lord, I don't want nobody to break me when I'm gone. It's just something to keep your mind occupied, that's all. And then you quilt for your children. Was I yet live? If you want to make me a quilt, Lord, to help me. Yes, at first, I wanted to leave home, but then when I got older, I began to like it a little more, and then I began to fall in love with it. The biggest of my challenge was farming. I picked cotton. I didn't like it, not at all, but it was life. We had to do what we had to do to make a living. When my parents finished their farm, then we go over and help our neighbor get their farm. We just worked together. Started cooking at the age of 6. Would you believe that? I was the only girl, but Mom gave all of my brothers a chore in the kitchen. She made them learn how to cook because she told them you might not get a wife, and at least you'll know how to cook. Don't that make perfectly good sense? East Bend, Alabama is a rural community. How Zeus managed to get over there? You have to go 50 miles to shop. But to live in a community where everybody knows everybody, that's a good thing. I am Essie Petway. Everybody call me to Channel Petway. My name is Mary Lee Bendall. My real name is Rita May, but most people call me Rabbit. If one not related to the other one related to the other one. And we all know one another. We are kin people. My mama died when I was 4. And my grandparents, they the one raised me. My granddaddy said when I started walking, I just jumped up and went to running. And so that's why they called me Rabbit, because I was so fast. My grandmother taught me how to quit. It's keep me occupied from doing other things that I might not need to be doing. So it's like that. That's what you call a house top. Yeah, I was born and raised here. I went to New York and stayed for 2 weeks, but I came back. And I've been here ever since. I remember when my mom and my grandmom and their neighbors used to come by to quilt together. And I used to just sit there and look up under the quilt and wonder how they was going up and down with that needle. They wasn't even sticking their fingers, but I said, I'd be done stuck my finger to death. But it was real exciting to see that as a child. And I said, when I get older, I'm gonna make me lots of quilts so I can have to keep my kids warm. They would teach us when we was under the quilt, listening to them, praying and talking to God about their children, how they wanted them to grow up and be men's and women's. Lord, have mercy. To love their children and to teach them the value of life. Lord, have mercy. They understood what it was about family. Save my soul. You could feel the love. Sometimes you're walking along the highway, you see an old piece of material, wait to pick it up and run home and give it to my mama. You know, she put it in a quilt. Some of our old blue jeans, and I just took them and cut them up and made this, turn it into a quilt.
Okay, so again, that's about halfway through. I think it's a wonderful story. Perfect timing, again, being uh, Women's History Month, for us to tackle this this story. It's going to be a boot camp. It's only going to be about 2 hours. And so what does that say, Anijah? It says that, hold on one second. I want to go. Okay, good. It says that you guys need to do some research. And I will put up some, links to other research, the G's Ben quilts have been on display all over the country, all over the world. Smithsonian hosted a exhibition years ago. They got a coffee table book out, on and on and on and on and on. So again, I am offering you guys an opportunity to assemble and produce some really good content for your e-portfolio, something that will lead you to other compelling and engaging stories. And again, if you do not for whatever reasons, want to do that on the 27th, and be done with it, right? You come for 2 hours. You'll get help with audio, and you can shoot it still on your iPhones, your mobile phones, and then you'll have the time to put it together, or you can do the letter to your younger self. And here is C.J. Peterson's piece from a couple of years ago.
Hey, 17-year-old me. I'm sure that knee hurts, huh? I know what you're thinking because, well, I am you. Right now, you think your world is crumbling around you as you sit in that emergency room, and it kind of is. But rest assured, this is all part of a bigger plan. Sports are your life right now. You're the captain of the wrestling team and starting at right guard for St. Andrew High School. But that's all about to be taken away from you when the doctor tells you your ACL is blown out. It's going to be a hard road from here, but don't worry, you'll get through it. The rehab is going to hurt like crazy, and being on crutches for the next 6 months is going to suck. I mean, really suck. Through this adversity, though, you're going to find out that you're a lot stronger than you would have ever imagined. You're going to have a lot of spare time in your hands, being hobbled and all, so use it wisely. You know Mom's old guitar that just collects dust in the corner of the living room? Well, that's going to keep you sane, whether you know it or not. It's going to get you through those rough days when you don't even want to get out of bed. And trust me, there are going to be plenty of those. I know it's hard to come to grips with it right now, but your athletic career is essentially over with this injury. Use that pain to fuel you, though, because in a few years, you're going to meet a person who's going to bring you back to the world of sports and give you a real purpose in life. His name is Marcus Thompson, and he's going to be tough on you, but you're going to need it. With his help and guidance, you'll be back on the sidelines, but this time covering the sports. Not to mention, you're going to be pretty good at it. You see, life has a crazy way of going full circle, and you're going to be running laps pretty soon, even if you can barely limp at this moment. Well, that's the nurse calling you in now, so get ready for the ride you have ahead of you. It's better than you might think. Good luck with the journey. Your future self, CJ.
Again, what a excellent, the B-roll is spot on. If it's not a letter to his younger self and his future self, I don't know what else is. So those are your two choices for your midterms. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. I'm going to need to know soon which one you're going to do. Say by Thursday. You can go back here. They're posted on Canvas, and decide which one you want to do. Let me know, because I have to in working with my J95 students and the quilters and Jose and Randy. There are a lot of moving parts to pull this boot camp off on Saturday, the 27th. And so we need to kind of know how many people that we're going to be working with, how many students, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Again, it's different than our Portrait Academy last semester where we did 3 Saturdays. We're doing it all this semester in one Saturday and around, one single topic. Last October, it was Hispanic Heritage Month, and we're doing this one on Women's History Month. Any questions? Yes, no? Okay, so you all let me know on Thursday if you're going to do it. Which one you're going to do. Let me know by Thursday. All right. Study. Study. Regardless of which one you do, it's going to be important that you study the grading rubric. That's how I grade you. Okay, even in the confined space of where we're going to be doing the quilters, you can still have the establishing shot, the median shot, the close-up shot, the detail shot, the change angle. You can still do it in that capacity. Shot sequences. You can even see the shot sequences with C.J. Peterson's piece, as well as the many shot sequences that we saw in with the quilters. Visual variety, on and on and on. Limited talking heads, all of that. Okay. Okay, guys. I will see you on Thursday, 10:30. Try to be on time. Fam, get it together, okay? So we can see it on Thursday. All right. See you all. If you need anything, just reach out and let me know. All
Thank
right.
you. Cheers.
All right now.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Have a nice day, Dr. Cheers. Thank you.
Okay, Enrique, you too. All right now.